Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Over the last week, I have shared some great card ideas you can make from the April 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Inked Occasions. Today, I'm sharing with you my sixth and last alternative card idea. The kit creates a total of 9 cards, 3 in 3 different designs, along with coordinating envelopes. If you would like to watch me unbox the kit and create these cards, or see any of my other alternative projects, you can click on the playlist and I'll link it up here in the top right corner. This is my beautiful alternative, and I love how this card uses heat embossing to add extra details to the die cut flowers. I think it turned out really great. I also want to mention the amazing perks you can receive when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me as your demonstrator. With every Paper Pumpkin stamp set and ink spot sent, I design a card and mail out my very own card kit to my subscribers so they can make 2 of my exclusive card design. These cards are so fun and show new ways to use stamps and ink. We also meet once each month to make the card together, chat, and have fun. If you would like to also receive this extra perk, sign up for Paper Pumpkin using the link below and make sure to select me as your demonstrator. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. We have our last card base from the kit, which we've already cut in half. We are going to trim it down to 4 1/8 inch. And then we're going to add it to our card base. Let's go ahead and cut this side at 5 3/8. And then add it to my card base of thick, basic white cardstock. And it's going to give me just a small little border all the way around. I'm going to use liquid glue for this. When you apply liquid glue, do it quickly and don't do a lot, so that way you don't get any bubbling or warping happening with your cardstock. And also make sure to smooth it out with a bone folder. All right, so this is the back of our cards. We're going to put this off to the side. Let's work on our embossing technique with our flowers. So I have already cut out 6 flowers with the flower die cut that is part of the Hugs a Bloom coordinating die set that coordinates with the April, May, and June Paper Pumpkin kits. And I have used it on almost every single alternative this month, and I just love it. So I wanted to add some heat embossing to the center of each flower just to make some fun little details. And so I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper and place it underneath my cut flower. And I do have the Versamark refill ink bottle. And on this is like that smooth paper that's underneath your dimensionals. And I'm just going to go ahead and put on that a drop of Versamark ink. I think my bottle is almost empty. And then I'm going to paint it with an old paintbrush in the center of each flower. And that's going to give the embossing powder something to stick to. Now the colors that I'm using of cardstock, they are all coordinating colors to the kit. So I've got Peach Pie, I have Flirty Flamingo, and if you get a little bit of the Versamark going up the kind of the sides, that's okay. So it doesn't have to just stay in the middle. It can come out just a little bit too. That one is Gorgeous Grape. Then I've got Berry Burst. I have Fresh Freesia. And my last one is Pool Party. Okay, now the Versamark doesn't come out of the bristles very easily, but I have found if you use a little bit of dish soap when cleaning it with some hot water, it kind of helps a little bit. But it's not going to go back to its original bristles, so just make sure it wasn't one that you loved if you do that. Next, you're going to grab your gold embossing powder. Now you could also use white, silver, whatever you want to do here. I like to use these little trays to hold my embossing powder, and you're just going to sprinkle it right over your Versamark, tap off the excess. And I do have these little tweezers, which make it really nice so that I don't have to get my fingers full of Versamark or powder. And they're also great for when I'm heating them up, then my fingers don't burn. What I like about these is you squeeze them to open, and then you can just hold it and they automatically close. I can't remember what they're called. I know it has a special name. You don't have to be too delicate with this. It's really just a fun little detail, but you can go pretty quickly with them. Okay, once I've got all the powder on them, I'm going to go ahead and get my heat tool and start heating them up. Okay, using the tweezers definitely saved my fingers from burning, so that was really nice to have. So once those cooled, we can go ahead and add them to my card base with some glue dots. All right, so I've added glue dots to the back. Now the fun part about this is that every color goes into the color on the card base. So this is Berry Burst. So I'm going to pop it into the Berry Burst section, and then I have my Peach Pie, and that's going to go in the Peach Pie, and they can touch. And you don't want them to just be in a straight line, so kind of move them around, give them some different heights and stuff like that. Also move the shape around so it's not all the same. This is Flirty Flamingo. Then I have my Fresh Freesia. Comes about here. Then I have my Gorgeous Grape. And then last we have Pool Party up in the corner. Just like that. I love how that works. And keeping them inside the colors, it's really pretty. Okay, so for the greeting, I've already cut out the label from that same Hugs the Bloom from some basic white, and I've cut some leaves from gold foil sheet. And then for the little tiny greeting, I've cut a piece of basic white cardstock that is 5/16 of an inch. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp these. So on my large label, I'm going to stamp Hugs. And I love the little Hugs stamp. It's a smaller size than the Hugs die that comes in the Hugs a Bloom die set. And that just goes at the top in the middle of the label. And we're going to add this with dimensionals to kind of this open area here near the flowers. You can have the flowers go over it or under it, whatever looks good to you. And I want it kind of close to the edge there as well. Next, I'm going to stamp Sending My Love. I wanted to do a second color, so I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape, but you could use any color that coordinates with this card. And I'm going to stamp it right in the center, off to one side. And then I can trim that down to fit. And on the back, I've been using just some of the edges. Or we'll just do this, maybe 2.5. And that's going to go right near the bottom. It will kind of cover up a little bit of the G, but that's okay. And then we have the gold foil leaf. We're going to separate this right in half. Add some mini dimensionals to the back of each leaf and then tuck them under the greeting. So this first one gets tucked under sending my love, and then the second one goes under the large label. Just like that. And your card is all done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching me create all the fun alternatives I've shared this week. If you're interested in getting written instructions or close-up images on any of the cards you've seen me make, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. If you would like to subscribe to get your own paper pumpkin kit, please do so using the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.